So moving forward to our today's lesson. In the first lesson, we have learned about how to figure out the bigger cycles. Then we are moving one step further to solving the smaller time frame cycle. Smaller time frame means daily time frame, hourly time frame, 30 minutes time frame. These are I'm referring as smaller time frame cycles. So for solving the smaller time frame cycles, we will use different concept, and that is law of vibration ratios. In law of vibration ratios, we have octaves, the notes of the octave, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and the ratios are respectively 0.0, 0.125, 0.25, 0.33. So these are the value of the notes that completes a octave. So before we want to move the ratios or law of vibration, we need to understand few things. That there is 7 notes in an octave and 8 is the starting point of next octave, and the division of time is 7. So there are 7 notes in an octave and the division of time is 7. Either GAN example of war ending in multiplication of 7 or 49 years completes the Jubilee cycle and bring peace, or 365 days means one earth cycle divided by 7 is equal to 52 weeks. There are 52 weeks in 1 year, and if you guys look to the GAN square of 52 or master calculator showing a way to measure, means when you look to the GAN's master chart for weekly periods, in the top of it you will find it that there is written square of 52 or 104. So where is this quote from tunnel, that where GAN is saying that page 374 from WD GAN tunnel through the air, the New York City is founded in 1614. Adding a period of 6 times 49 bring us 1908, and adding 24 and a half years or one half of time of 49 years bring us to 1932. So Dow, if you look to the DJI data, DJI index, Dow bottom out at 1932. So when the name of the city was again changed, the last half of 7th period of 49 years or from the dividing of time is another Jubilee period for New York City. New York City means, he's saying, this is a cryptic word, he's saying the base or the starting point, means the low or the bottom. Again on this page he says the smaller cycles and 7-year periods mentioned so often in the Bible also indicated that twice 7 or 14 years from 1914 would bring war again in 1928, and adding a half period of a cycle of 7 of 42 months would indicate the duration of war as spoken by the Daniel in the dividing of times and seasons. So why I put this quote here? Because we see the 7 number here. We also see from Earth cycle, if we are dividing the 7 number, we are getting 52 weeks in 1 year. And also see that GAN has a square of 52 chart and 104 chart. So 52 or 104 means 52 becomes double, right? So in octaves, when we are applying, theoretically, we need to either ascend or descend. When it is ascending, it will be double. When it is descending, it will be half. So what he is doing here, he is seeing the smaller cycle 7-year period so often in the Bible and indicated twice 7. So why he is doing this thing for a purpose here, right? More on 52 weeks in 1 year, 365-day Earth cycle. GAN mentioned Mary the Angel of Mercy as his prime cycle throughout the tunnel. As we know, GAN used numerology. The numerical value of Mary the Angel of Mercy is 104. If you put all the value that Mary the Angel of Mercy has. And if you guys didn't reduce didn't reduce it to a number, just keep it as it is, it will be 104, which is double of 52 weeks in a year. Again, as a master calculator of 52 and 104, it tells us exactly Mary, the angel of mercy, is. He also mentioned that it is not a single thing alone. Now the question arrives that this ma'am looks very different from previously many people have learned. But I mentioned this thing that Gan says, he also mentioned that it's not a single thing alone. This is my typing mistake here. It will be single. So what he's saying here that ma'am is many thing at many level. It is not a single thing. When many people believe it's a planetary cycle, it is not only a planetary cycle. It is many thing at many level. On NOV level, the 104 number and 52 number and the 7 number plays a very important role here. When working with the cycles and circles with the circumference, we need to remember the pi and the golden ratio. The number pi is a mathematical constant that is the ratio of a circle circumference to its diameter, approximately equal to 3.14159. George Baer mentioned in his book The Egg of Columbus when he explaining the market structure, and the golden ratio is 1.618. We all know about the golden ratio 1.618. Gann also talks about golden ratio 1.618 in his tunnel book. But we also need to remember when we are dealing with Gann used the number interchangeably. And in Bible, number is also used interchangeably. Means you can move the decimals here and there. You can play with the number. So these are the all elements for LOV ratios. Now one can approach with octave. It will have inversion in them. It has a different way of working out. One can approach with 104, multiplying 7 circles of 104. The same way what here GAN is doing. But we also need to understand that in our age, some of us may be 40 years old, 50 years old, 30 years old. So we have very limited period in our lifetime. We cannot afford to study 70 years, 80 years. What GAN did for DJI index is he studied 150 years data in the past for DJI when he is forecasting DJI. Right? First of all, in our days, we don't have that much of data in our index also, in our stock also. We hardly have 15 or 20 years of data. So our approach needs to be different, right? So now we will move forward that only by using this one number, the golden ratio 161, among all this number from the screen, by using this one number 1.618, how we can solve the market, right? And also cycles within cycles. By applying one number, we can also do the cycles within cycles, multiple cycles. So we will move forward to the charts. So this is a Ethereum chart and it's a 2-hour chart. You can say intraday chart or daily also look like same. So I'm using 2-hour chart on Ethereum. Let's find a good starting point. I have marked some good starting point there. Let me, yeah, I have marked it. So we can see that there is a huge downtrend and it's a good bottom. It's look like a good bottom here. So we are assuming that this is our starting point. this is the base we are assuming. So this is the bottom. From this bottom, we see a first swing here on this area, approx, and then it declined, right? So the usage of applying the LOV ratios is, let's say I've already did the settings in my trading view. So I will open the settings so you guys can also do the same settings. So this is the only Fibonacci timeline. I just changed the settings from Fibonacci to my settings. So first I will show the settings. So I only choose three things. Let's say first is 0, our starting point, this one. And second one is 1, means we are measuring the any movement as 1. And third, we are getting 1.618 of the movement we are measuring. Okay. So these are the three things I put here as my settings. So this is our starting point, and this is our first swing till this top. So what I did here, from this bottom, I just measure the first upswing. Okay. I'm assuming this point, the starting point as 0, and ending of this swing as 1, means this is a one swing in terms of time, and I am taking the 1.618 ratio of it. It is not exactly 1.618, it is 0.618. This is the one, and the rest of it is the calculated 0.618 of this part, right? So when we talk about golden ratio, we talk about 1.618, but in exactly when in market it is playing, it is only 0.618. Let me show you the settings again so you guys can understand better. So first point is 0, second point is 1, third point is 1.618. But we already have 1 here. So this is that 1. So the extra point we are ending at only 0.618. Okay. So we did it for the first swing. We got the ending point of the next swing, next upswing. So I will delete this. Now our first swing is completed. If you guys want to do it manually, you can also do this thing. This is a 51 bars movement, and if you applied 51 multiplied by 1.618, you will end up with 81 bars. Okay. So now moving forward to the next. I'll use my tool again from the starting point to the high. So it marks the swing again. Right? This is the next swing after this base. This is the first swing. We got the ending point by calculating it. This is the second swing. We got the ending point by calculating it. So what are these points? Actually, these are all free points. Means when you apply the LOV ratios, then we are reaching almost on the bottom of it to catch the whole train without getting any stopped out. If we measure the next one, this is the high, next swing. So this is the third swing after our base. Third swing ending right at 0.618 each time. At this time also, this time also, and this time also. And when it will go on like that. Just you guys need to find out that which time frame it is working the best. I already figure out that in Ethereum it works best on 1 hour or 2 hour time frame, or you can use daily also. And it will keep going like this. We don't need to know the price because our cycle will provide us the exact bottom or exact top. What I give here, I only give one ratio, means only we are multiplying 0.618 to the upswing, and we are always getting the ending point of the next trend. When the next trend is starting, we are always getting the ending point of it accurately. What you guys need to figure out that what number or what ratio will be multiplied by this downswing that can reach you to this top. What I'm doing here by applying 0.618, we are getting the bottoms always, right? So for getting the top, there is a different ratio, and that will be guys homework to do, to find a number that will be multiplied by every downswing, and it will get you up to top of it always. Now we will see this one. So if we see in terms of curve, we're very accurate here, and it will keep go like that. I mean, I can show many examples here, but it will keep go like that. Let me do one more example. This is the next example. So we are taking this as from top to bottom, just multiplying the 0.1.618, and we are getting the ending point or the bottom each time. So this method can be applied in weekly also, in bigger time frame also, in which we have very less data. This method can be applied on those stocks or script. Okay. So this time frame works the best in Ethereum. If we can see if we are applying the other time frame. Let's say if we change the time frame, then the swings will be also changed, right? So it will also be in sync, but it will look not very accurate. So I'm giving an example here. Let's say if we take this big swing here, right? So it's ending at this point. I need to change the color. Yeah. So this is the cycles within cycles. But next one, if I take the from this top to this one, we are not getting towards the lows, right? From this top. Only if we take this low at to this high, then we are getting to the low right here, right here. So when you guys are trying it for a script, you also need to see this thing, that if you are working with the different time frame, this cycle is not working. If you are working with the other time frame, this cycle is suiting the best. See, if we remove the line from here and we see the example, this is the perfect fit here from this low to this high. So I gave one ratio 0.618 by applying that. Here all we got this one accurately. We got this one accurately. This one, and this one. And we can keep moving it like that. What we did here. Just you guys need to find a specific number that will be multiplied by the downswing that will give you all the tops here, like this top. So this is the homework to do, like this top and all the tops here. This is the system or the method to forecasting intraday or 5 minutes or 15 minutes or any time frame. So you can use the thing in weekly also. Here there is no concept like cycle is repeating. What we are getting golden ratio. Means if you guys understand it mathematically, it is always ending at a specific point. In the coming session, we will also talk about the pi number also. But when we are applying the 1.618, what we are measuring here, we are measuring the upswing and applying this ratio to find the exact ending point of the from the circle it had started moving to upwards, right? So I will end the recording here.